This one's for the both of us. Hi there. So, originally this video was going to be about being stuck. Stuck. I've been hearing this word a lot lately. Stuck. I guess maybe it's trending. So, have you ever felt stuck? Are you feeling stuck now? Were you not feeling stuck, but now that I'm mentioning it, maybe you're thinking you're feeling stuck? That's how it works sometimes. Watch out for that. Whatever feelings you're having, stick this one out. I promise there's a helpful message here for anyone. So, what's it take to get unstuck? How about first I toss you some momentum to help you get out of your sticky situation? Sound good? Cool. Hi there. Thank you for showing up. I'm Monica, and knowing that you could have spent your time doing anything else, I appreciate that you're sticking with me.
I won't let go. I fell in love with a dancer. Blowing all this cake, ooh, it's your birthday, girl. I like that girl.
So, first, let's set the story straight and emphasize that stuck, remember, stuck is a feeling. You are stuck in a feeling. If you don't know, sorry. The good news is we can pivot our feelings by fine-tuning our mindset. And let me also mention, I understand the feeling. I've been there many a times. And as a matter of fact, I felt a little stuck prepping for this video. I needed to find a way to ensure that my words help dislodge you from the goo, not sink you further in. So first, you have to break down the story. In what aspect or aspects of your life are you possibly feeling stuck? Is it physical? Is it money, career, relationship? Why does one feel stuck? Where does the stuck happen? I guess it happens when motivation has halted, or you feel like you have no other options, or the only option may be to give up. Believe it or not, you do have options. You just haven't thought of them yet. Or the options you have thought of, you've convinced yourself can't happen. Well, let's stop the stuck right there. Remember when I said that this video was originally going to be about being stuck? And so far, you may think it still is. But let's shift gears. Let's not make this video about being stuck. When we talk about being stuck, we naturally and subconsciously perpetrate the stickiness. That's what happens with anything we're feeling. It's all about what we're focusing on. We get stuck on what we're focusing on, so let's not focus on stuck. Let's focus on focus. Let's ditch the sticky and start to transition to smooth and easy. In your dose of quotes. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Another refrigerator quote. Those are the quotes I keep on my refrigerator. Boy, do we get stuck here. We get so stuck in the whole big master plan that we can't just take the next of the teeniest, tiniest little steps. Understanding the desired outcome is important, but just taking the next feasible step, no matter how big or small, that's what's going to get you there. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Here we are. We're taking the first step. Progress already. Nice work. If you feel stuck, stop pushing. Resistance freezes. Acceptance flows. When you get stuck in the feeling of being stuck, you stay stuck. This is what happens with any feeling. And that word resistance, do you understand resistance? Resistance is not accepting something. It's fighting, which in actuality pulls you deeper into the thing you're trying to go against. Resistance is like quicksand or a magnet. You're so enthralled with the fight, you can't get out of it. Stop fighting. Stop resisting what is at this moment. Let it move its way past you. Accepting where you're at as being temporary will allow you to be open to push past it. I absolutely know it can be challenging. That's a challenging concept. But stick with me here. Feeling stuck is an opportunity to reinvent your path. So we are going to throw away the idea that we are stuck and see it as an opportunity. Resistance officially lifted. Your focus determines your reality. That is why we are going to jump, no leap, no sail out of stuck, and glide into focus. We don't want our stickiness to be our reality, do we? We have made up our minds. We will exit a stuck mindset and make our grand entrance into a focused mindset. Welcome. From here, we are going to keep our focus planted on our aspirations, because if our focus determines our reality and we stay focused on what we want, our reality will be our desires coming to fruition. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. What you focus on grows, so focus on the victory, not the obstacles. When you focus only on your progress and not the missteps, your momentum will multiply. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. No old stuff here, right? Our energy, our focus is on advancement, moving forward out of what was. If we stay there in the what was, we stay stuck. We are only going to focus on what is to come. You have to find a way to change the way you feel. And in order to change the way you feel, you have to change the way you focus. And when you focus on the good gets better. Where focus goes, energy flows. We stay focused on progress, acknowledging we are moving forward. Let's focus on how good it feels already. How that good feeling will expand as we move further ahead towards the desire. Focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. Focus on mindfulness. Focus on prioritization. Focus on loving yourself. Focus on your happiness. Focus on being at peace with you. This is an ideal list of what to focus on. When you feel the slightest shift in stepping back into stuck, focus on this list or one like it. Heck, make your own list. Or, want to boost your productivity today? Keep a did it list. You know, the toughest time to be determined, uplifted, and motivated is when you're in the thick of it. Be prepared. Have a focus list. I focus on what is in my power and ignore what I can't control. No matter how stuck you might feel, you always have some level of control in getting unstuck. Even if the one and only control is your mindset, whatever level of control you have, focus on that piece. Starve your distractions and feed your focus. Distractions are anything that take your eye off the prize. Your distractions may be things you can't control, like we mentioned before, or sometimes your distractions can be those thoughts and feelings that creep back from where you were before you started to focus. Distractions aren't only past thought processes. It can also be past behaviors. Make sure you are staying focused on all the great things in front of you. There are so many things to look forward to. So let's press pause here. Not literally. If you do that, you'll be stuck at this part of the video and you won't reach your goal of finishing it. So Let's shed a huge spotlight on focus. Going back to our cover quote, this quote is the focus of this whole focus video. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. A very short yet very meaningful quote. Not everyone grasps what it's saying though. When you are focusing, focus on what you want. One more time. Focus on what you do want. That means you cannot focus on what you do not want. You don't focus on what is missing. Don't focus on lack. Don't focus on setbacks. That type of focus brings you more of that because that is what you're focusing on. So, if your situation is maybe about money, focus heavily on the idea of money coming in, not the shortage. Focus. If you're stuck on a relationship, focus on the aspects you can appreciate about your present situation. Don't focus on a feeling of loss or dissatisfaction. Focus on the opportunity that you have to eventually get what you desire. Envision all the things you want coming to you. Focus. If your scenario is more around meeting, let's say, a physical goal, focus on the progress and the lifestyle changes you have already started to make, even if they're not evident with the naked eye. Focus on learning all the things to do. Focus on enjoying your present state and knowing you will get to where you want to be. Money, love, being physically fit, it's a short list, none of which may be what you're wanting. But take the concept of focusing on what you do want. Do not focus on anything that is not a desire. Okay? All right, let's keep the video going. Just because you are struggling doesn't mean you are failing. That struggle you are feeling is making you stronger, prepping you for the win. Stay focused. You're gonna get past it. Trust the wait. Embrace the uncertainty. Enjoy the beauty of becoming. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. Becoming. So you are wiggling out of stuck. You are no longer allowing that to rule your experience. You're focused and you're working your way to something more. On your way is an experience to be had. And consider this idea. Follow me here. We think we know exactly what we want. We think. We think we know exactly the way it needs to come to us. We think. However, leaving your focus on the end result with openness on how you get there can bring you somewhere extraordinarily better than what you anticipated or hoped. Uncertainty can mean anything is possible. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Enjoy every step of the way. 2 words here. Immediate gratification. If it's not happening immediately, we think it doesn't exist or it won't ever happen. Focusing and progression is bringing it to existence. Take in the journey. Each step is a part of the story you're going to be telling later. So you are sliding smoothly out of stuck. You are blooming into focus as your focus is becoming firm and steady while you understand everything that happens is part of the process, part of the growth. Fall in love with the process and the results will come. Falling in love is when you have fully released resistance. Acknowledge that the results are coming and also acknowledge you don't have to be extreme, just consistent. Focusing on what you want is getting what you want. It doesn't mean you have to go over the top. Just keep doing what you know works. Keep your eye, say it with me, on the prize. You're not going to master the rest of your life in one day. Just relax, master the day, and just keep doing that every day. Back to the staircase. One step, one day. It may not seem like it, but progress is being made. It's kind of mind-bending how little changes in one day, but how much changes over the course of time. Stay focused. I want to see what happens if I don't give up. How will we know what will happen if we give up? After all, life has a funny way of working out just when you start to believe it never will. Look at you! You started watching this video, you focused on the message, and you stuck it out to the end. Hey, do you know what's not sticky? That like button. It's as slick as it is cool, so click on that. And you don't want to get stuck missing a video, do you? So click on the subscribe thingy and the bell. Subscribing will make it easy to find me, and the bell will notify you as soon as another video is posted. And I don't want to be stuck not knowing what you think of this video. So leave a comment down below. Hey, thank you for sticking around. Bye.